We started off with Gail, who joins us in Columbus, Ohio. Gail, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hi, Ken. Thanks for letting me talk to you today.
Well, I'm thrilled to talk with you. What's up?
Well, a little bit of background. So my husband and I are currently working through baby step 2. So we're only about 6 months remaining until we're officially debt-free.
All right.
I'm currently working with my mother-in-law at a manufacturing facility. I've been here for about 4 years, but took a small break to pursue what I thought was my dream job. Well, that didn't work out. So I came back to the manufacturing facility under the verbal agreement with my mother-in-law that I would work for them for an additional 5 years. Okay. So we're 2 years in of the 5, about halfway through.
Uh-oh.
And I'm very unfulfilled, but I'm also feeling a little bit stuck. So I'm just looking for some clarity if I should just, buckle down and stick with through the 5 years, get through baby step 2 and baby step 3, and then branch out, or if it's okay to start looking at taking some classes or learning a new field at the same time.
Yeah, well, let me answer the easiest question first. Yes, if you have the time and the money to be able to take some classes and get yourself qualified for the next step, go ahead and do that. And let me answer the next question I'm going to answer is you should stay there until you have something else to step into, okay? Now, let's go back to, because I understand why you're stuck, but you're stuck for 2 reasons. 1, you're not doing the work you like, and 2, or that you love, and then 2, you are not, you're in a really sticky situation because you made a commitment to your mother-in-law. So that one,
I know.
I'm going to break that one down a little bit, okay? Because that's the stickiest, most complex. We'll get to that in a moment. Let's go back to what you thought was the dream job. What was it, and why didn't it work out? Give me the quick answer there.
Okay, well, it was investigations, and unfortunately, the environment just wasn't great. It zapped the energy from me. I was gone from about 6:30 in the morning till after 6 at night. It was a very long commute, and it was just draining.
Okay, now let me ask you this. What kind of investigation are you talking about? Private investigation?
It was a death investigation. I worked at the coroner's office.
Oh, okay. All right. Is that a mandated 12-hour day, or you just felt the pressure to do that?
Well, it was not a mandated 12-hour day. It just was the commute time coupled with the full 8-hour day and then the commute time back.
All right,
home.
Let me ask you this. So let's just have some fun here. Let's go back for a moment. Let's hit rewind and go back. What if you didn't have a long commute? And what if you were working a normal 8-hour day? How would that be different?
I'm not certain. I hadn't really thought through that. I had kind of closed the door in that department.
I know, but I don't want you to, because we've got to go back. Before we can think about going forward, you actually have some clues. With a lot of callers, I have to kind of get from them what they like to do, what they love to do, what they're good at, the results that matter. You identified something as a dream job, and I didn't hear anything about the work itself being the problem. It's not, unless I'm missing something. Did you go into that work investigating deaths for the coroner and all of a sudden go, oh, I don't like anything about this, or I really like it, but it's a really long commute, which makes for an awful day and it's too much and I'm overwhelmed?
It just fell a little flat, I guess would be the best example.
Okay, great. So why did you go into it? Let's keep investigating. Why did you think that you were going to love it? Why did you think it was a dream job?
The problem solving, the puzzles, yes.
Great. So let me ask you this. Was there any juice for you when you were actually doing the investigation part?
Less there, no.
Okay. So so now we're really getting somewhere. What do you think, if I just gave it to you tomorrow, knowing you wouldn't fail, knowing that you'd really like it, you wouldn't have to commit to it forever, but we're going to have a fun adventure here. What kind of problems would you want to try solving? What investigation, what puzzles would you want to solve? Knowing there's no risk. Let your heart answer that. Go, Gail.
I'm actually still figuring that out, to be honest with you.
Hold on a second. I know, but I want you to just have fun with me. You called me. This is a no-risk answer. You could change it 30 seconds from now. I don't care. I want you to take a stab. What do you think you would love to do when it comes to puzzle solving, problem solving, troubleshooting? What is it? Tell me what you'd love to try. Just say that.
I'd like to try into systems and integrative engineering. It's geared more towards safety and figuring out maybe better ways to do things safer to prevent workplace injuries and fatalities.
Now, Gail, did you see how effortless that came out of your mouth? It was just, once I took the absolute certainty away, just, what would you try, Gail? Then you were like, you just let it go. It just came out. And I asked you about that the first time. You went, well, I haven't figured it out yet, Ken. Wait a second. What happened? What changed? I took away the certainty and I took away the risk and I engaged your heart. Do you see the difference? And your heart just went, boop, there it is. I'd like to try this. So Gail, we're not committing to that. I don't want you to hang up this phone and think, well, that's what I'm committing to right there. I just told Ken, so now I got to do it. No, we're going to actually investigate that. We're going to actually sit down with people who do that work. This is the beginning of the proximity principle, which says in order to do what Gail wants to do, she's got to be around people that are doing it in places where it's happening. Good news, Gail. You got a steady job with the mother-in-law. You're not in any kind of financial stress or anything. This is the time to go kick the tires a little bit. Go hang out with some people. Go do some online research. And here's what you're doing. You're clarifying what's involved in getting qualified, how much that's going to cost, and how long that's going to take. You're also clarifying what's involved during this day. What does a day look like for a person who does this? Does that sound like it's going to fire me up, or does it sound like it's going to suck the life out of me? Gail, that's all you've got to do. And in exploring this opportunity, if it's not the thing, it's still taking you further down the path towards the thing. Because you know why you want to do that. Give me in like 20 seconds or less why you're interested in what you just described for our audience.
Well, that's exactly that. It's a problem is being presented, and if we just think about it and tinker with it, we can find a better way of doing it, a better and a safer way of doing it.
Right, but why are you motivated to solve that particular problem? Tell me the why. Go a step deeper.
The why? So nobody has to go to work and come back with an injury or not come back at all.
There you go. How does that feel when you say that?
Terrifying, and also difficult because of the 5-year verbal curve.
Okay, I'll get to. Okay, now listen. I'm taking longer with you because you already changed direction on me. Forget the 5-year commitment. How does that feel? If I give you that chance tomorrow and it works, how does that feel?
It's exciting.
It's exciting. Now, so what kind of relationship do you have with your mother-in-law?
I'm very fortunate. We have a great relationship.
All right, that's what I was hoping for, because the great relationship allows you to sit down with her. Not today, not tomorrow, but after you have tremendous clarity on what your next step is. Okay? So I want you to chase the idea that you threw at me today and really learn about it and then confirm it, okay, by looking at, is this in my sweet spot? Does it allow me to use what I do best? Does it allow me to do work that I really enjoy? Does it create a result that matters to me? You got that, right, Gail? It's pretty simple, right?
Yes.
That's talent, passion, and mission. Once we confirm that and we know, then you sit down with the hubs and you go, okay, this is what I want to do. I got to sit down and talk to mom. And I think you both sit down with her. That's what I think. And I think you go, here's the deal. I know I came back and I made the commitment, but this is what's on my heart. This is why it's on my heart. And this is how I'm going to get there. And this involves probably getting out of here before the 5 years. I know it feels like I'm breaking a commitment, and I'm asking you to help me not break a commitment by releasing me from that commitment. See, the only way you don't break the commitment is by her releasing you. That's what's going to take.
Okay.
And I think you do it with honor and respect, and I hope that she's going to go, of course, Gail, I'm going to release you because you've given her a very clear reason that is very important to you, and you've explained it. And I hopefully in a healthy relationship, she's going to go, I don't want to stand in the way of your dreams. And I think you and your husband unite on that. Now, I'm going to tell you something, because I know the audience is thinking what you're thinking. Well, what if she doesn't receive it well? Well, that's when you and your husband have to decide, what are we going to do here? Are we going to put our life on hold to keep mom happy? Because if mom, because I'm going to tell you this, presented that way, any family member needs to go, okay, I'm disappointed because I want you around, but boy, this is a great reason for us to part ways. If you're going to leave me, I want you to leave me to do something you love. She should handle it the right way. If she doesn't, you'll have to decide what's most important. I'm not going to get in the way of your relationships. But if it were me, I would not ever put my life on hold for someone else's family member's opinion. This is not a legal commitment. It's not something that's irreversible. So I think it should be easily reversed, and I would like her to release you.